In this video, we update you guys on what my current FPL team draft looks like. Have we stuck with 3 premium players, or have we gone for less to make a better balanced side? Have we decided to follow the trend of going big at the back, or are we sticking with just 2 premium defenders? And also, have some budget options made it into our teams? All of that coming up next. What the flock is going on, and welcome to FPL Today. Thank you for joining me on this video where we go over my updated current draft for the Fantasy Premier League season 2022-23. Yes, I'm doing it again, so get ready in the comments down below to absolutely annihilate my team, because some of you seem to really enjoy that. But hey, if you're having fun, go and knock yourself out. It's all about having a good time here on YouTube and trying to make the most of our Fantasy Premier League seasons. So if I give you some mistakes and you can learn from them, that's just as good as if I give you good advice and you learn from them as well. And we have changed things up a bit, but there are 2 premium players still in our starting 11, and they are Mohamed Salah and Erling Haaland at 13 million and 11.5 million apiece. Now, just before I continue, could I please make it clear there will be some videos where I just do a draft to show you what you could potentially do with your sides, more than them actually being my team. I did a limited premium draft video, and lots of people seem to think that was my current team, and that never was. This is my current team, and please at least listen to me at the beginning of the video so you know whether it's my team or not. However, this is my team, and we're going with Salah because, let's be fair, he's been the best player to own in the Fantasy Premier League for a while now. He starts off seasons strong usually, especially in the opening game, and he has Fulham as his first fixture. So Salah has to be in there at the beginning for me, and the only way he gets out of the side is if he shows a really bad run of form, or potentially better options become available. Now, there was a time, maybe 3 or 4 seasons ago, when Mohamed Salah was going on quite a bad run, and lots of people dropped him just before, and I believe it was against Bournemouth, he had a fantastic game where he scored massively. So sometimes patience is a virtue, but Mohamed Salah makes it into the starting 11 along with Erling Haaland, and this is mainly, and it pains me to say so, over Son because of the fixtures and because I have more faith in Manchester City as a side than I do Spurs, although I do believe Spurs will be good this year. I just want to make that clear again. I don't like how the side is balanced when I have the 3 premiums, which a lot of you brought to my attention in the last video. To be honest, Erling Haaland, a lot of it is fear factor, because I really think with Manchester City's opening fixtures, if he does start off really well and Manchester City score the amount of goals they can sometimes score, not having Haaland or some sort of Man City attacking option could really, really hurt me. And also his ownership is sky high. And I know Son's ownership isn't bad. It's around the 26 mark, 26% that is. I really think Erling Haaland, I think it's around 60 odd %, is someone that I shouldn't risk not owning at the beginning. So Erling Haaland has made the starting 11, but who joins Salah and Erling Haaland? And as you can see, I think with this team, there's a lot more good options in the starting 11. Up front, joining Erling Haaland is Gabriel Jesus, who of course has gone to Arsenal, and he scored in his first preseason game with Arsenal coming off the bench. I believe he scored 2 goals. Now, I think Jesus could be a fantastic striker for Arsenal, given the chance to be the man who leads the line and getting that consistency of starts. He's also worked with Arteta before, so I believe this could be a great partnership, and it could also be something we take advantage of in our Fantasy Premier League teams. Joining Mohamed Salah in midfield is his teammate Luis Diaz, who I was very impressed with last year, although this isn't set in stone because, to be honest, while he was very good, his stats didn't exactly blow me away last year. So again, this could change, and there will be positions and just formations in general that could change in this draft. There's still a long way to go before the season starts. But at the moment, Luis Diaz is in there at 8 million. I could, of course, change this to the likes of Saka or a Chelsea midfielder. So we will see where we go with that one. And then the defence. We've got 3 defenders here who I have a lot of hope for in the beginning of the Fantasy Premier League season. We've got Trent, who of course was the top scoring defender last year and 3rd highest scoring player in the entire game. And we had Cancelo, who also did very well with attacking returns and clean sheets. and I kind of want both in my side. Then we've also got Reece James, who had periods last year when he wasn't injured and Chelsea were doing well, where he looked like he could potentially match the likes of Trent and Cancelo in points scored for the Fantasy Premier League season. So I feel very good with these three at the back. Potentially, as well, this team does come £1 million under budget. So I could go, if I get rid of Diaz, to Andrew Robertson and have Trent, Robertson and Salah in this side. Quite easily, in fact. So that could be an option I take going forward if I don't particularly want Diaz in my starting 11. And then to round off the team, we have some budget options, of course. We have Raya in goal. That hasn't changed. And Tomiyasu is still in the starting 11 as a 4.5 million defender. I think getting an Arsenal defender in at such a cheap price, him or Ben White, is really a good option moving forward. I could actually go to Tierney as well because, of course, the money in the bank. So that is a potential option. And I think then I've got 4 good attacking defenders in my starting 11. So that is something I've got to mull over. And then in midfield, we have Martinelli. That's getting some Arsenal coverage for their decent start to the season. And at 6 million, if he's a starter, I think that's a very good option for me. This could become someone like Bruno Guimaraes if I think Martinelli isn't going to start, if I want someone in the same price bracket. And then Neto, 5.5 million. We've talked about him in other videos. We're going to talk about him again for a little bit. I think he could have a really good season if he stays fit and injury free. And Wolves have a decent first couple of fixtures. So Neto is my £5.5 million midfielder that I'm taking the punt on. And I think a lot of people are as well, to be fair. And then finally, we're going to look at the bench. And we can see we've still got Henderson there. I'm not sure Nottingham Forest goalkeeper is really what I want. But rotation-wise, Raya and Henderson do rotate decently. So that is why he's there at the moment. Again, could go for a £4 million midfielder, which would give me another £0.5 million to work with. Then we've also got Brendan Williams, who is there in case there is a transfer from Manchester United to another side. He looked good last year for Norwich, even though Norwich didn't look good. This could also be Nico Williams, who I believe has or is going to make a move as well. So both of those coming at 4 million, and we could be taking advantage of that. We've got Andreas Pereira at 4.5 million. It looks like he's likely to make a move from Manchester United to Fulham. If he's a starter for Fulham, again, another £4.5 million midfielder to sit on the bench. And then there's Taylor from Nottingham Forest. I have no idea who Taylor is, just for the record, being 100% transparent. I don't know if he starts. So this could easily become Greenwood from Leeds, who does sometimes get some minutes. And again, this all depends on if I can afford a little bit more on a striker, if I don't change the rest of the side, or maybe I go down from Henderson to a £4 million goalkeeper, then maybe we can spend a little bit more on our bench striker. And Undav would be a nice option to have on the bench if we went down to a £4 million goalkeeper. So guys, it's that time. Hopefully you've listened to my explanation and know this is my team and what my thinking is. And now you can go down in the comments and have at it and say what you have to say about this team. Feel free. I think sometimes debate really will help us make some of these big FPL decisions and could hopefully help us with our ranks next year. So get involved in the comments down below. Subscribe if you want to keep getting involved in the comments down below and watching these videos. And also hit that like button if you have enjoyed the content. It really does help the channel out and it would be greatly appreciated. With all that being said, thank you so much for watching. I've been JNO. This has been FPL Today. And remember, it's all about the game.